Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to Kerli's Educational College of Ankola YouTube channel. This is Rakesh Shanbag. Today we are going to discuss 9th standard maths topic, that is triangles. Okay, first let us begin with the introduction. So, definition of triangle. Triangle is derived from the word tri, meaning three. Okay, three and angle. Okay. Triangle is derived from the word tri, meaning three and angle. That implies three angles. Three angles means triangles. Okay, it is closed figure formed by three intersecting lines. It has three sides, three angles, and three vertices. Okay, observe this figure. So definition says that it has three angles, right? So observe here, this is a closed figure having three sides, right? So mentioned here as side 1, side 2, and side 3, right? Side 1 is RQ, side 2 is PQ, and side 3 is PR, right? So three sides or three intersecting lines that and also having three angles, right? Here mentioned as first angle, second angle, and third angle. So that means closed figure having three sides and three angles is termed as triangle. Okay, so it also has three vertices here. So here vertex 1, R is our vertex 1 and Q is our vertex 2. Similarly, P is our vertex 3. Okay, so next, this is a simple image of triangles. If you observe here, some of the interior angles of triangle, no matter what shape it is equal to 180 degree. Okay, always remember that sum of the interior angles of triangle is 180 degree. Okay, so next we discuss about the congruency of triangles. Congruency of triangles. Before going to start the congruency, we discuss about the congruence. What is the term congruence means? Okay, congruent means equal in all respects. These figures have same size and shape. Okay, for example, look at the example of your hands, right? Here, suppose if you imagine, you take your hand towards the mirror and touch the mirror. Okay, your hand will superimpose with your image in the mirror, right? So your hand will superimpose with your image in the mirror. So that means the figures which are having same size and same shape are meant to be or termed as congruence, right? Here suppose if you take this hand and put it or take this hand and uh, put it on the mirror, you can see that your hand will overlap with the image on the mirror, right? That means your hand and the image both are congruent. Okay, both are congruent. So next, so congruent and similar figures. Okay, so why this is difficult term congruent? We can simply say that two figures are similar, right? In other words, similar. Why we use this term congruent, and what is the difference between congruent figures and similar figures? Let me discuss this. Okay, so congruent is nothing but figures having same shape as well as size. Very important, same shape as well as size. Okay, but similar means figures which have same shape but not have a same size. Okay, so observe this example. So look at this orange doll here. Okay, this orange doll is example for similar figure. Okay, so this orange doll have a same shape, right? All these four orange dolls have a same shape but they don't have same size. We can call this orange doll is similar. Okay, this is similar, that's why the term similar. Okay, but in this case of second case of this brown teddy bear, okay, you can see these three teddy bears are having a same shape as well as same size. That means these three teddy bears are congruent to each other. Okay, these three teddy bears are congruent to each other because they have same shape as well as size. But here this orange doll is not congruent, but it is similar because they have same shape but not same size. Okay, I hope you get the difference between congruent and similar figures, right? That's why we cannot use similar for triangles. Instead we use congruency for triangles, right? Okay. So next, criteria for congruency of triangles. So there are different criteria for congruency of triangles. So we discuss a first criteria with one examples. Okay, so that criteria should be two triangles are said to be congruent. Remember, congruency means same size as well as shape. Okay, so three sides to be equal and three angles should be equal. Okay, two triangles are said to be congruent if and only if three sides should be equal and three angles should be equal. Okay, let us discuss one example. Okay, consider this example of triangle ABC and triangle DEF. Okay, so observe here, triangle means three angles, three sides, right? So here side AB is equal to side D, right? Similarly, side BC is equal to side DF, right? Side DF. Similarly, side AC is equal to side DF, right? Side AC is equal to size DF. Okay, that means it has three sides which is equal. Three sides are equal. Okay, now observe the angles. So here first one angle 1 is equal to angle 4. Similarly, angle 2 is equal to angle 5. Okay, similarly angle 6 is equal to angle 3, or angle 3 is equal to angle 6, right? That means our triangle ABC and triangle DEF have three equal sides and three equal angles. That means these two triangles are congruent to each other. We can simply cut this triangle DEF and put it on the triangle ABC. They will completely superimpose, like in the example of hands and mirror, right? Same like in the same example, here also we can put this triangle DEF on triangle ABC. They will completely superimpose on each other. That means they are congruent, or they are congruent to each other. Triangle ABC and triangle DEF are congruent. Okay, so hope you are understanding the concept. So next we discuss a simple problems. Okay, first problems or first question, that is, are they congruent? Here we have two blue triangles. Okay, these two triangles are congruent or not? Okay, so observe here two sides. Okay, both the triangles have similar sides. Okay, one side is similar, similarly two side is similar, right? Okay, and three side is also similar. Okay, that means three sides are equal. If you observe carefully, three angles are also equal. Okay, three sides are equal as well as three angles are also equal. That means these two triangles are congruent to each other. I can cut this right hand side triangle and put it on first triangle. They will completely overlap. Okay, see, observe here like this, right? So that means these two triangles are congruent to each other. Okay, next example we'll discuss, are they congruent? So let us observe the image. Okay, are these first triangle and second triangle, are they congruent? In first look we see that it is not superimposable, right? If you observe carefully, it is not superimposable. But observe carefully what is our definition is saying. So our definition says that suppose three sides are same, or three sides are equal between two triangles, and three angles are same between two triangles, then they are congruent, right? Here see, first side and here first side is same. Similarly, second side and second side is same, right? And this third side, that is base, and here also second triangle's base is same. That means three sides are same. And observe carefully, three angles are also same. Okay, three angles are also same. So that means these two triangles are congruent to each other, but they don't appear as if they are congruent, right? They are not superimposable exactly, but observe carefully. Suppose if I rotate this second triangle and put it on this first triangle, they will completely superimpose. See here, right? Correct. If I rotate the second triangle and keep it on first triangle, they will superimpose, right? So remember the criteria: three sides are equal, three angles are equal, then the two triangles are congruent. Okay, so let us conclude this topic. First one, triangle is used in various field like construction, right? We will discuss this in upcoming classes. Okay, triangle is used to measure height and distance. Okay, triangle is very important in measuring the distances and height of the objects. Okay, thank you for listening.